Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another day of Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Thursday, May 21st. Hey, we got a bit of economic news releases to go over today, so we'll start off with the weekly jobless claims. So last week we had 264,000 people apply for unemployment, and the forecast is supposed to stay in the 260 range at 269, and it jumped up to 274,000. So 10,000 more people applied from last week for unemployment. So obviously not a great number there. Market PMI flash for the month of May. So back in April at a 54.1. Anything above 50 is considered expansion. Anything below is contraction, and that one dipped down to 53.8. This is kind of like our manufacturing numbers in the U.S., one of the indexes that we utilize. We have existing home sales for the month of April. So back in March, we had a 5.21 million existing home sales, and we figured in April it was supposed to go up to 5.2, and it actually dipped quite a bit down to 5.04. So pretty big drop there when you consider that it's about 170,000 difference there. We also got the Philly Fed. This is manufacturing in the Philadelphia region. Anything above 0 is expansion. Anything below is a contraction. So this one dipped too. As you can see, we had a 7.5 back in April, and the forecast for May was actually supposed to increase, and it actually went the opposite direction. So far, not great news, but leading indicators is good news here. As you can see, back in March, we had a 0.2% increase, and for the month of April, it jumped out to 0.7. So this is kind of giving us indication that the economy is going to go ahead and expand, and that from the first quarter that wasn't so good, that this is providing us insight as to the economy will pick up a little bit. So leading indicators give us hope. The other items, not so good at news, but leading indicators gives us hope where the future is going to lie. So this is a good sign right there. Unfortunately, the others are not so good. Yesterday, we had the Fed minutes released, and basically it kind of fulfilled, I guess, what a lot of people thought would be the June rate hike. That basically that put it out the table. It kind of indicated that most likely it won't happen at that time, but it'll be basically the first month that the first meeting of the year, probably about 6 years, that they'll maybe discuss the possibility of a rate hike. So it's not off the table, but the chances of them having a rate hike in June is pretty slim. So far, if you look at the if you're in Vegas, basically they're looking at the odds of it possibly happening to be around that September meeting, that it may start around that time period. So that's kind of like the point of when they think it might happen. But again, we got some data in between then that could potentially change it. So they want to look at second quarter's numbers, obviously see if it has improved after the first, because obviously the first wasn't so good so far. So far, the stock market crept up a little bit. It was a little mixed, and it kind of went up, but it's not like a lot of trading. This whole week's been pretty light in terms of trading. Also, some stuff that's not really hitting the news is talk about Greece. Over here we're not getting as much news, but this is something that could potentially, roll the markets, even though it's getting kind of flying under the radar here in the U.S. Basically, earlier this week, Greece basically said that after that last payment that they made, basically they're going to be out of money in a week. And so basically they've already stated that they're not going to be able to make the payment in June. So now their EU is coming back and considering it possible another bailout extension for Greece on the payments of those austerity measures. Bond market, we're showing some improvement from yesterday, so that means basically improvement in interest rates. So when the bond market goes up, interest rates come down. So we're getting a little better pricing today in terms of interest rates. So good news right there for us as well. All right, folks. Hey, you guys have a wonderful day. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, and thanks so much for watching. Take care.